Jack Trash. This is the Riff. Happy New Year. A couple of weeks ago, we asked our rock stars what their first paid gig was, and we got some great answers. And a bunch of other ones wanted to tell us what their first paid gig is. And we found a common theme.
My first paid gig, what, as a musician?
Sure.
Or a prostitute?
Either one.
The same really, isn't it?
Yeah.
The first paid gig professionally, I think, was a studio gig for an Australian singer called Maggie Britton, and they moved in down the road from me in Hampton Court, and I ended up talking to her husband, and he was her manager, and they dragged me in to their little band, and I ended up in the studio, and it was Gary Newman's keyboard player was producing it, Dennis, and it was quite interesting. I ended up bringing 10 drums with me. I had this massive Rush kit at the time, you know. And they were like, no, we don't need this many toms and blah, blah, blah. And by the time Dennis had finished with me, he'd pared me down to a kick drum, a snare drum, and a hi-hat. Right. And I was playing to a click, which I'd never even heard of. So it was terrifying. It was a big studio in London and everything.
Wow, wow.
Terrifying, yeah. But yeah, I got paid. I got, like, you know, whatever the musicians' union rate was.
Nice.
My first paying gig was with a band called the Box Boys, and they were a ska band, believe it or not. And we played, I think it was a recreation center, and I still have the very first dollar bill that was ever handed to me framed on my kitchen wall.
Very nice, very cool.
I really had to struggle hard to not break the glass and spend it.
Wow. Well, I mean, it wasn't a lot, but I think we played Billy Barty's. Let's see, no, yeah, he had a roller rink, the little guy.
I remember.
In Orange County in Fullerton.
Yes.
Right? So I think we actually made some money there.
Nice.
Yeah. Very little, but you know, back then, back then we were just playing to get our name out and to build the band and to, you know, play for our fans and just really have a good time.
Now you'd think that people want to get into being a rock star for the fame, for the fortune, for the straight cash, homie. But for these guys, it was all about...
No, we used to play like a lot of like outdoor things, or play some of the biker parties, which were like a lot of fun. But man, I mean, you know, you're 15 years old or whatever, 16, and seeing stuff like that at crazy biker parties. Or there's Hell's Angels and stuff, you're just going like, what the hell? What was that?
First paying gig. Wow, it was a keg party for sure. We didn't have a singer because we were, you know, just trying to figure it out. You know, literally a garage band. We played a keg party. I think about 40 people really showed up, which to us was a huge success.
Right.
But we didn't have a singer, so I had to sing all the Motley Crue songs. I think I had to sing the AC/DC songs, and I hated it. Because I just didn't, you know, Vince Neil was not, I don't do Vince Neil real well, so, you know, for me to fake that was not cool. But it was a paid gig. We actually got paid to do it. I think we got paid like $50 or something.
That was the Troubadour.
Yeah.
And I remember we got paid $7. $7. And we went down to the bar and we bought a Heineken for $7. And we all took a swig of it. And that was like, it was a big moment for us, you know. It was like, well, we got paid finally, you know. So yeah, that was the first paying gig.
All that talking of a keg party makes me thirsty. Next time on The Riff with Jack Trash, we'll finish up with Cher Ross in our featured interview. She's got some really cool stuff going on. You will not want to miss it. So until Friday, I am Jack Trash. This is The Riff, and live your life to 11.